was basically that, as I said, tawakkul ala Allah, we all take it as a passive weight. It's not a passive weight. It's an active trust. The courage to be able to understand that something that it helps us when logic doesn't make sense. So let's look at tawakkul ala Allah in a different perspective, and that's how it's guided me throughout my career. So, core values, integrity, compassion, and justice. Okay? These are traits every leader should have. Okay? What happens in today's world, these Quranic virtues we see, come to life when we build ethical decision frameworks. Okay? When we create promotion and feedback. Okay? When we foster cultures of compassion. It helps me look at a principle of coaching that I use always, which is speed to trust determines speed to performance. When you are trusted as a leader, your people are going to outperform themselves. When you give them that trust, when you empower them, they are going to outperform themselves. And that's what we need to do with our younger generations. My next slide will talk about equipping the next generation. Adaptability, excellence, and trust. When I mentor young leaders today, I often call them, we're talking about them, I often call them digital natives with timeless souls. What does that mean to me? It means that they move fast, they think globally, and they adapt effortlessly. Yet, in their hearts, they seek a purpose, they seek a meaning, and they seek faith. And we can see that in the youngest person we have today in the room. Thank you very much, Dania. You showed me all of that today in your presentation. Yes, we can give a round of applause. So mentorship at that stage doesn't teach them about what you do, but it's why you're doing what you do. The purpose. Why are you doing this? So when I mentor young generations, I asked them the question of why, and I think I asked that question a few of you when you were standing on stage, and I was like, why are you doing this? Why does this matter to you? Right? I can tell you what you need to do, but why does it matter to you what you need to do? There's always a calling for it, there's always a purpose. And a leader without impact is not a leader. My next slide will talk about when doubt became my fuel. Now, I'm a Saudi female. I look younger than my age. I wasn't always the one that wore a veil and proper hijab, because like my other colleagues in Saudi Arabia. And so throughout my career, people made me feel that you don't belong. Okay? You don't belong to Saudi. Are you Saudi? You don't belong. Oh, you're not a male. This is a male role. This is a male role. This is a male industry. This is a male world. Okay. And every moment of doubt that I had became a question. How is Maggie gonna learn? And what is Maggie gonna? Where is Maggie gonna grow into? Okay. I always needed to find that self-doubt fueled me to become better, to outperform, to do something better. Okay. And at a very young age, I became, before I turned 40, and in Saudi that is a very young age, by the way, for women leaders, I became one of the first global HR leaders. Okay, I sat on various leadership tables. Okay, I became a public speaker. I did my first collaborative authorship book. So I wanted to become something. I needed to become something, and I needed to pave the way for the next generation. Okay, because we have some amazing women in leadership in Islam, and I'm going to talk about Sayyidah Khadija. I needed people to see the light, the ones that are still alive, the ones that are there, to help pave the way for how she paved the way for many of us, definitely. And the Sayyidah Khadija radiallahu anha, she's a timeless role model, okay? Nobody has any doubt in that, right? So one thing was she had 5 different aspects I believe were very important. for every woman and man, definitely. But she had integrity and fairness. So her ethical and trust and trust in how she did her business was always valued by people. She had a reputation for that. Her vision and strategic mindset at that era, her wise decision making was profound. Okay. Her emotional intelligence, her use of empathy, her use of intuition, and her confidence, okay, should be taught in our women today. Her support and empowerment in both in business and in person were profound. In what ways? She was a servant leader, which is a word we use today in the modern world, right? She was a leader that helped other leaders grow. And she was also an obedient and supportive wife. Okay. And there is no problem, and I say this to all women in the world, there is no problem to be both, because we have it all to play. And when we say we are equal, we are never going to be equal, and that's not something that I promote. Okay? There is not equality between a woman and a man in various aspects, but there is respect, there is compassion, and there is love. Is how we teach our children, and especially our girls. Last but not least, she had resilience and authority, and she stayed steadfast in the challenges that were faced by her and the Prophet ﷺ. So let's teach our girls these effects. Let's teach our girls how to become resilient, how to become authoritative, how to become compassionate, how to become confident. Okay? These are beautiful values we can instill and competencies we can instill in our people to help them grow better. My next slide is going to talk about inclusive cultures. And inclusivity is something that Islam talks about, which is ihsan and jabr. Right? When we have jabr towards everyone else, when we have ihsan towards everyone else, that is inclusiveness. Where today the modern world is talking about inclusivity and diversity. We are a diverse ummah. We are a diverse ummah by default. And we have ihsan in our virtues and our values. So let's work on these more. We require effort from a leader to ensure that we have equity in opportunity and growth of our younger ones. We need to mentorship and sponsor them, and that's a question that I asked in some of you. What are you going to do for the people afterwards? What are you going to do for the people that you're calling for? What is it? What's your calling? What's your next step? And we need cultures and organizations that honor harmony of identity and belonging. So it's not that I accept who you are. I have to have harmony, and I have to ensure as a leader that I have a harmonious team amongst me. I have men and women. I have blacks and whites. I have browns and greens. I have different nationalities. Can we create cultures that have harmony across the various people that we work together? That's what leaders should do, definitely. So, confidence through purpose. As I reflect my growth as a leader, and my advice to the younger ones would be, and apologies, I'm saying I know that many of you are quite eminent in who they are, what you study, PhDs and researchers, and mothers and fathers and businesswomen and businessmen. But I'd like you to anchor your confidence. Okay? I'd like you to build your confidence and your credibility. Okay? And it's never too late. Right? And I'd like to seek guidance through your coaching and mentorship. Find a coach, find a mentor, and make sure that they guide you rightfully. We are not here as coaches and mentors to tell you what to do, but rather to help you think of how you can do something. Right? You're accountable for your growth, you're accountable for your leadership, and you're accountable for what happens. And again, just a matter of fact, because I'm addressing this to the ladies sometimes, your light should not diminish others, okay? Or diminish you. It's supposed to guide you and guide others towards you. So let's lead with impact, okay? Let's lead with a purpose. And my final slide to you is, if leadership leaves people more empowered and more confident and more connected, then you have led well. Remember that. If you leave your people confident, connected, and empowered, that means you have led well. And we always take this, and we see this in how our parents do it. Have I empowered my children? Have I made them connected with the world? Do I have confident children? I've done a good job. It's almost the same thing. Right? My slogan in my coaching and my mentoring business is aspire, achieve, and inspire. I aspire to be something. I achieve every day to inspire other women and young ones across the globe. And thank you very much for your time. It's been an honor addressing you here. And if you want to connect with me, my LinkedIn is in that barcode, definitely. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
Good.
We're gonna open for Q&A. Is that
Sure,
okay?
definitely. You can open for Q&A.
Okay, so basically, she want to leave because she want to Jeddah, and then she has
I have a
class.
that
She has a
starts at
class,
6 o'clock,
unfortunately. So she has to, unfortunately, she has to leave. So yeah, so we're gonna open for the Q&A for the first speaker first. I write some of the quotes that leader without an impact is not a leader, right? So maybe. Actually, I want to ask for myself first because I'm so, the leader for myself, absolutely. Maybe there are a lot of people that want to like maybe us also will be like some important people in our countries, right? Inshallah, and then maybe this is I want to advise from your side. What is the biggest difference? Seeing leadership is a power and it is an amanah because since we are in the Muslim, we have to put some Islamic values in that things. So what do you think about that things? What is the difference and how we can like improve that things actually?
Okay. So the difference between power and amana, it's two different things. Having the power is something. Having amana with your power is something else, right? So as I said, always have integrity. And I always say this to the young ones that are transitioning into becoming leaders and managers and, supervisors of things. And I ask them the question, I'm like, would you like to be treated this way? If you are okay to be treated this way, send the email to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror, have something small, and say what you said to your employee. And if you're okay with it, fine, Allah ma'ak. There's nothing I can fix about you, right? But if you know that this is not gonna work and you don't want to be treated this way, then you need to change. Okay. Now, authority, power is something that you have to have with the job, and that's why we have situational leadership. Depending on the situation, you will need that kind of authoritative declaration, right? We're not friends, okay? There must be some sort of authority, but when you declare authority with respect, you declare authority with integrity, you declare authority with dignity, with humbleness, fine. But I think your question was more towards the ugly, the bad, and the rude. And yes, that is unacceptable in any measures by anyone, definitely.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Now I would like to give change to another participants that want to ask. Maybe is there anyone? Yeah.
I think I would like to assume that your class, your ability to scaffold the think also is attributed to your childhood, your parents. You mentioned earlier that your parents actually allowed you guys to have education in Catholic schools, but then the home is where the foundation lies. Can you just share some, as a teacher, I would like to know how did your parents raise you?
Okay. So, like my father and my mother, God give her the best life that she can until the time of her coming. ولكن my mother and my father raised us as independent children. So we were given the option to choose what we wanted. The minute that option was a red line. So, for example, we were not allowed to have pork, but children at school had pork. So pork, we had allergy from pork. That's how we told our friends. Okay? Yes, right? Alcohol gives us ulcers, right? And boys are not healthy. Boys stink, right? Yeah. And then and then as I grew, my father used to call me his princess, and genuinely he meant that when you are a princess, you need to watch out who you walk with, who you sit with, who you eat with. You need to be selective, and that's how I avoided boyfriends as I grew, right? Because I had to be selective. There was, and although I wasn't wearing hijab, I was in international schools. I was raised differently. The other one was how they raised us as a bit like, let's say, high school and so forth. I remember that as I was going into university, the only thing I could write in Arabic was my name. And I went to my mother and I'm like, I don't feel that I understand anything. And that's when the computers came in. She used to cut articles from the newspaper and give them to me and say, read it to me. And I'm like, I don't know what it says. And I had to start learning how to read the words and type them out on typewriters to be able to understand how to read Arabic better. Right? I was not in the right place previously. Right? I think it's giving. It's not what you say to your children, but how you say it. Okay. And as I said, it's empowering them. So I think my parents empowered us. They gave us the confidence. Okay, and they connected us with the world. So we weren't just isolated, which was very important.
Okay. Do you have any additional things? Okay. I will give a chance to man. Maybe is there anyone want to ask? Oh, sure.
Oh. So something for most of the people that I see here are females, and yourself being female. How did you overcome those hurdles which you face as a female in a man-dominated world? Companies like Upa, Prince Arthur that you have worked for, these are not small companies. They have some of the best people practices, at least in the Middle East. What did you do to overcome that? If you can tell us that.
So I've always wanted to become something. My father passed away at a very young age, and I didn't have the opportunity to show him who I am. And I think that's my strive throughout my career, was wanting to be something. I was given very small opportunities that are not mentioned here, as for example, as a journalist, all right, by some people, freelancing, doing a lot of work. And so for me, I was always bullied at work. That's not that's not a secret. So I was bullied, I was harassed, I was doubted, right? But I always had something that I wanted to be. And that was what fueled me every single time, right? Now today, I remember that when I first joined NCB, that was the biggest organization after the National Guard. I always had to wear a ring, so people thought that I was married because I looked younger than my age, right? I always had to stop people when they said comments like, "Oh, you smell good." I'm like, "Would you like me to call your wife and give her the name of my perfume?" All right? You have to call them out. It is unfair that they treat you this way. When you are not given the chance to be promoted, you need to ask for it. I've asked once, I've asked twice. The third time I put my resignation down. You're not gonna, there's always a bigger office, there's always a bigger position, there's always a window out there looking for you. But I never compromised on who I am and my values. I've walked into a few organizations. One was 35 hours, one was 48 days, and one was 5 months. When my values were not met, I walked out without having a backup plan at all. I will not compromise my values as a female, as a Muslim, at all.
Okay. Okay, is there anyone again? Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, Isma.
Okay, thank you. Based on your amazing years of experience, what do you think? Leadership is something that we born with, or something that we train and shape into?
So leadership, it's different, but I believe, so there are different affluences, but if you want to talk about leadership in terms of how much you can influence someone, that you're born with, right? Now leadership as a skill, that you can teach. So I can teach you to become a better manager, I can teach you to become a better director, a better head of department, I can give you the tools, and you can become better, you can become good at it and better. but can you influence others? Because influencing others means that you consistently walk on the same pace, at the same consistent values, right? It's not one day, you don't have mood swings. Managers have mood swings, whether they're males or females, right? But you need to be able to hold yourself together throughout the process, definitely, to be able to become a true born leader. Yes,
Okay.
Tanya.
So, like as you said, opportunities come and go. How do you know this opportunity is proper for this time? Like, how do you choose them?
We don't know. I mean, we try and we walk in. And as I said in the beginning of my story, when I walked into a job, it said everything right. Every interview I went through, and I had 7 interviews with 7 different people at that level. And everybody was like, and I thought, oh my goodness, how beautiful. They were so religious. They were so conservative. They were so down to earth. And then I walked in and I discovered it was something different. And I had to step out. So we always have to evaluate the situations. It's exactly when in the future, when you meet your husband, you never know until you live with him. You're going to understand the consequences of what you put yourself through. Is it good or is it bad? However, then you need to start leveraging. Is that person that I am with the person that is uplifting me, or is that person suppressing me? Okay. Is that person making me a better person, a better Muslim, a better woman? Or is that person the person that I don't want to have my children raised by? And so we don't know, Habibti, but we just have to start, we have to believe and ask for goodwill. And hopefully if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, then you need to be able to have the courage to step out.
Okay, sure.
Thank you very much. You mentioned something about mentorship. We should find our mentors. What are those intrinsic characteristics one should look up a mentor? Besides being probably someone who's empathetic, probably is well in communicating. What are those intrinsic?
Thank you for asking this question, because a lot of people have a misunderstanding between a mentor and a coach. A coach doesn't need to be a subject matter expert, okay? A coach will always help you swim with him or her so that you can understand what you need to do and where you need to go, right? But a coach should be knowledgeable of a lot of different things, but they're not going to tell you what to do. Now, when you go for mentorships, you can have 4, 1, 3, 6 different mentors, depending on the subject matter expertise that you require, okay? So do you want somebody that's going to mentor you towards change and transition? Find somebody that's a subject matter expert in that. Do you want somebody in your field, for example, like if Kola wants something in HR, then she's going to have to find somebody that is an HR subject matter expert, you know? No, you want something in AI and technology, let's look for someone else, okay? And so mentorship is a subject matter expert that will tell you and share their experience whilst you talk, right? There's more talking than there is in coaching. In coaching, we listen more, and we allow you to reflect on what you said.
Okay. Is there anyone want to ask? Do you still have time?
5 minutes.
Okay, is there anyone want to add or want to share their experience? Okay, do you want to add some things?
First of all, thank you very much, all of you. As I said, you can reach out to me here through LinkedIn. It's been a pleasure being here with all of you. I wish you all luck. I wish you all to find your purpose and your calling and your impact. And thank you very much for having me. It's been an honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much also for inspiring the perspective, and so I write the things that we need to. Maybe I just want to recall again. Actually, leadership has not been sustained. We can be mood swing, guys. Okay, so you have to manage your mood as well, so we can stable with our leadership skill. Okay, thank you so much for coming here, and then
Thank
maybe we have something to you, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you,
so maybe we have to take some picture since you are leaving us.
Yes, unfortunately, Wallah, but I have class at 6 o'clock. I'm teaching, so I need to be prepared for my
Okay.
class.
Okay.
Thank you.
Maybe.
I think, yeah,
Okay.
because of the light, yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Shukran. Thank you.
We
Enjoy
also-
Mecca, enjoy Medina, and as I told you, try the Indonesian restaurant if you want to tonight.
That was so good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I know I have to run.
Ada tasnya nggak tadi? Ini.
Next time.
Oh ini.
Can I give you my number and then you can go to my so that I can make to you?
Okay, thank you. Bentar. I want to. Kak, aku kasih.
Alright.
This is from Dapur Sastra.
Oh,
from,
thank you so much.
yeah, I can put all of these things.
And you need to contact me, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
you may,
I think we
definitely.
have to take a picture.
تفضلي.
Kenapa?
Ikut di
Udah diganti kameranya. Udah diganti. Oh, ininya kali memorinya.
have these students that do that. No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you very much.
Ganti aja.
Yeah, the other side.
Kita. Oke, masih banyak ya udah. Ya udah.
Beautiful, mashallah. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There again.
Apa? Sini deh Pak, aku aja. Foto Pak, tuh sana. Shot. Apa? Iya, foto aja.
Hold on. Just give her a minute. She wants Instagram.
Kenapa ya?
يلا the boys تعالوا يلا boys ولا everybody just because I'm my Uber is here and I'm running.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Okay, you want coming?
Everyone. Always Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, timernya nyala.
Ahmed is not going to do that. Sure.
Oh,
Alright, so then you're fine.
Okay.
Which
Yeah,
Everyone.
No, sorry, the green one. Let's go.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, the
Switch off the phone. It's sleep. Gimana? Cara mematikan? Kayak dia. Kayak itu gimana? Udah. Oke. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kamu bertiga semuanya nggak? Bukan yang bertiga doang.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Enjoy. Thank you very much. Thank you.
oke. Tadi ini apa? Timernya nyala. Aku tahu. HP-nya mana ya? HP aku mana, Pak? 1 second. Hai, Siri. Ini. Udah ya? Ada yang bisa nganterin nggak? Boleh anterin ibunya nggak? Ke bawah ya. Thank you so much. My team will accompany you to the lobby. No problem. No problem.
Merci beaucoup.
Steph, please. Thank you so much.
Oui.
Okay, guys. 1 second. I think we missed something. Oh, okay, gentleman. Yeah. I will think. 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, now we're gonna move to our second distinguished guest speaker. So she is Manal, as I told you before. So she has a lot of like platform, everyday scholarship. Yeah, please come to the stage. The stage is yours, actually. Give applause.
To me?
Oh, like this one. Okay. Oh, but say next. I will help you.
Okay, thank you.
If it doesn't work.
Thank you.
It doesn't work.
doesn't
Okay, no
work.
problem. Just say it next.
I will say next. Okay. Can you present it, please?
1 second. One second. Okay.
Right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
I'm so glad and I have the honor to be in front of you today to have this discussion, which is actually reflecting one of the topics that we all have stories with. Without like long introduction, I would like to start with the topic directly. So when the organizers reached out asking me for the title of my presentation, actually, I just stopped because I used to have my title that I always speak about in the presentations and when I am participating as a speaker. But this time I felt it to be different because this year I have been like with so many experiences that just shaped my way of thinking. And I just met so many people that was making me think about base, objective, opportunities, age. And I found that this is an interesting topic that we can share and discuss with the young generation. Today's talk is not gonna be something technical or an educational theme, but it's gonna be a topic about you, your journey, your pace, and also your speed and your inner rhythm. And to begin, I want to take you into a moment, a real moment that shifted the way I see everything related to learning. Next, please. Next. Yeah, a few weeks ago, I had a consultation with a student, something that I used to do with different students from MENA region, North Africa and Middle East, who are seeking academic opportunities and scholarships. And I was thinking that it's gonna be as the normal and the use consultation that I do usually, until she told me that I'm interested to study in UK and to get the Chevening scholarship, British government scholarship. In a moment I was thinking and I assumed that she's in her early 20s because that's mainly the interest for master's degree in the early 20s, probably late 20s. And I was shocked when she told me that my age is 48 years old. She's a mother and she's working as well, but she has the dream to pursue her master's degree at the age of 48 years old. I remember very well, I was just like shocked on the phone and I took a moment and I just gently asked her, but like, why not? Why now? What is special about this moment? And her answer, it was simply that I was waiting for the perfect time and I recognized that there is no perfect time to start something. Especially when I get to know that scholarships, they don't have some age limits and they are open for everyone. Here I felt that it is my opportunity. I was like impressed with this sentence as a young person, that sometimes we feel like maybe behind or late, which probably not, and that's what we discovered today's presentation. This person, Samia, she's Moroccan, 48 years old. She applied for scholarship, and recently she got her IELTS certificate with the basic knowledge of English, and in 3 months, with a lot of work and time dedicated to study her English, like her IELTS, she got 6 on her IELTS certificate.
Is it out of 10?
No, 6 out of 9. Yeah. So there is a question here, very important. What that late means. And is it ever truly too late to start something? That's when I began reflecting about the pace. Your pace is your rhythm, your timing and your speed, the one that fits your life and your mind and your journey. Some of us are fast, some of us are slow, some of us, their route probably is falling down, starting, restarting, winning, losing, and do it again. But at the end, the pace, it means that I am still in progress. I'm still in movement and still alive. Next. Thank you. Have you ever heard about the phrase, everything is healthy until it's not? Great. So, ambition is healthy until it turns into pressure. Comparison is healthy until it turns to insecurity. Working hard is healthy until it turns to burnout. Social media as well is healthy until it becomes a constant reminder of what we think we lack. And maybe some of you here already start saying, yeah, that feels similar. Or maybe I have this feeling sometimes using social media to have some kind of motivation or some energy, and then it turned to be the opposite, or the comparison, and then it turned to be insecurity. One of the most important is that pushing yourself is also healthy until you lose your own pace. Let's step back for a moment and share some statistics. Did you know that 1 in 3 Gen Z students report high levels of stress and anxiety, according to a study that has been done in US for the mental health trends? These like statistics here, they are not only in this room and they are not only in the MENA region, but it's globally. That between every 3 students, 1 is facing anxiety and pressure. Why? The main reason is for comparison. The comparison right now is easier than ever. And the problem is that more damaging than ever. Studies also show that there are 4 major reasons behind these rising anxiety levels. First, we have the academic pressure, the constant pressure to perform, compete, and impress. Second, the continuous competition that just ruined this journey of education. As well as we have the parental and family expectations, how much we want or we are afraid to disappoint the people we love. And of course, the one that is bold and big here is the social media, exposing us every day, every moment, and every single second to social media and showing the achievements, the success that people are happy and excited to share, make us always reflect and ask, am I late? Am I left behind? Oh, that was my classmate. We were studying together. Look now, he got scholarship in Oxford. Oh, I'm still maybe in my place. I will repeat again. Comparison is healthy until it turns to be insecurity. Everything is healthy until we use it to the extreme. So, the point here is that when we are exposed to social media, we are sharing or we are watching only the results. We don't know what's happening behind the reel. No one is sharing the struggles, the challenges that they are facing to achieve something. And we should agree, all of us, that there is no success without struggles, sacrifices, and challenges. And I would like to give you an example, and let's think, all of us, about this example. I have two people. There is, let's give them some names, Ahmed and Murad, for example. And there is a competition that both of them, they have to run 10 kilometers, okay? Ahmed, he runs 10 kilometers in 1 hour. Murad runs 10 kilometers in 2 hours. Who's the best? Ahmed, great. If I will tell you that Ahmed, his weight is 82 kilogram, and Murad, or maybe 100 kilogram, the weight, and Murad, his weight is 56 kilogram, or 60, to make it healthy. Who's the best?
The other one.
Still Ahmed, because he overcame the challenge of having like overweight, for example. Okay, if I will tell you that Ahmed, he's 27 years old, and Ashraf, he's 65 years old, who's the best? Ashraf, great. If I will tell you that Ahmed, the path where he was running was flat, and Ashraf was running on a sandy soil, some ups and some downs, who's the best? Ashraf, great. So the point of sharing this story or this kind of example to just tell you, as more as we are getting deeper into the differences between our situations and other situations, it just makes the comparison more fair. When we are comparing our journey to someone's journey without having those, like we are not acknowledge of the differences we have, we are not fair toward ourselves. And that's what makes us into insecurity. Great. We move. Next.
Okay.
Next slide. Now I think that we understand pace, and we are still going to understand more about it. I want just to tell you some stories from some people that proves actually that age does not limit learning or mindset does. For example, we have Mary, who begins her studies in the late 40s, and she's called now the Queen of Science. And another example, Julia, who discovered cooking in late of 30s and later become culinary icon. There is also Laura, who published her first book at the age of 65 years old. And the last example, probably you know about him, Ronald Reid, who started in his 50s to start studying about finance, and he built his fortune slowly. He's one of the richer people in the world. Next. The point is what those stories told us, that I just shared with you, that it's never late to start or to learn. Great. That now we understand, I think, the pace. Let's shift from a storytelling to tools and understand which strategy we can follow to just have a control, kind of, to our own pace. And are we really able to have control on our pace? There is a strategy called SMART. SMART is for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is some few steps that will help you to organize your objective, to make your objective measurable. The moment you have your objective clear, in some clear steps, then you can feel that you are moving, you are in progress, you are not late, you are not slow. I think we need an example of SMART. How can we apply it in the real life? Next. Okay. So, as we said, SMART is a strategy that will help you to define your goal by breaking this goal into small goals that you can achieve in a measurable time that is aligned to your values, not to the society's values, not to expectations of your parents, and that you can review and adjust from a time to another as the life changes and happens, with clear expectations as well. If I will take an example of someone who want to prepare for his IELTS and apply for master's degree somewhere else, first, what I have to do as specific as the first step of SMART goal is that I have the clear objective. I want to have IELTS certificate, which requires some preparation. Then the measurable is that I have to study, measurable, something that can measure, that I have to study 5 hours per week, some time dedicated for this target. The achievable, that I want to get the certificate by August, and the score 6.5 in the IELTS. Next, relevant, that I will submit 5 applications, which means I will apply for 5 universities by the end of December. The time bound, that the decisions by the universities that will be published in April. So to achieve a goal or a target that will be in April, I have to start in June or May, preparing, taking the certificate, applying, and then waiting for the results. Next. Now that I want to take, that every one of you can take 10 seconds, take a screenshot or maybe think of one goal, any goal, not related to academia if it's not in your target right now, a goal that matters to you, of course, not to your family, please, not to your society, only to you. And if you had to make it SMART, what should be your SMART?
Can we go to the previous?
Yeah, we can go, and later we can share with each other. Next slide, please. Next.
Next again.
You want that we skip this part, or we just move?
No, because you tell to make some time.
Okay.
For,
Yeah,
because
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So to keep it as an example, the previous one, the previous
Yes.
one, previous
this
slide.
one.
No, the previous.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one. You can rely on this one. Take some, maybe 2 minutes. Try just to think about what is your goal and try to apply this strategy of SMART. Yeah.
This one.
The example.
The example.
Okay, the example, if it will make
Yeah.
it easy, you can keep it here. Okay, shall we start? If you need more time, we can have 1 more minute. Yeah.
I have this making effort on memorizing the Quran.
Mashallah.
So I target to memorize 10 juz's, 10 ajza. And the measurable there is dedicating 1 hour daily to memorize 2 pages. And I target 20 days in the month, so I can revise the Quran for the remaining 10 days. That makes a month. And the achievable there is becoming a quarter half, a quarter? No, a 1/3 half. That's 10 days now. And the relevance there is it adds to my CV. If at all I'm putting it in my record, then the time bound there is between now and June, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you for sharing. That's so impressive. Thank you so much. And also corrects how to apply goals strategy. Amazing. May inshallah Allah help you to achieve this goal.
Ameen.
Yeah. Anybody else wanna join? Wanna participate? Let's hear about your goals, your impressive objectives.
Maybe the girls.
Maybe the girls.
Uh-huh.
I think you can start with just one of them.
I would like that they to do it voluntary. Yeah, they want to share their dreams. Right, girls?
Okay, maybe I'll try.
All right. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Okay, so the main objective is to having book recipe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the S as specific is having book recipe, and then the M, I have to write 1 recipe a day,
Mm-hmm.
and the A accurate. I have to write 100 recipe by May in the 2026, and the irrelevant. I have to making design and checking the writing by July 26, for example. And time bound, I have to finalize everything by September 26.
Nice.
Inshallah.
Nice. Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. Thank you for both of you. Thank you for the participation. That's so nice to hear different goals, different objectives, and following this strategy, it just helps you to keep an eye on your objective and that you are taking small steps, as the previous speaker was also mentioning. And yeah, I see that. I think the strategy is clear for you, all of you. If you have questions, we can also discuss it after the presentation. We can move after this one. Okay, here it's something also. Continue. It's something also that is very important. That why we need to understand our own space, or why having or being acknowledged of our own space is something that we really need to care about. First, but that we are really different people. We are not the same. Space is something personal. It's not something that you need to compare with other people. And there are so many examples as we just showed earlier. So we all learn in different way, and we all have different experience. Second, that there is no universal standards. There is nothing in the world says that you have to get your bachelor's degree at the age of 22, and you have to start your PhD at the age of 28, or maybe you have to start your own career at the age of 30, or you have to build your family at the age of 31. There is nothing such as this. All that is made by the society and the culture. So there are no international standards. Also, pushing too hard leads to burnout. And if you are burned out, then you kill your motivation. And when you kill your motivation, you stop growing. And last, working with your natural rhythm increases creativity and maximize your productivity as well. So your pace is not a weakness, it's just your own strategy, how you take your journey. Next. And remember, pace is personal, adaptable, consistent, and evolving. Yeah. In this part, as the title of my presentation, it was how educational opportunities can shape your future. And here is the answer why it will shape our future. The education matters so much because it's not only about a classroom and some homeworks and some presentation that we have to do and some grades and let's take the certificate, celebrate and start the career. Education is a journey that when we are taking this journey, we are learning so many things. We are having new skills, building networking, we are having a growth, confidence, and also opportunities. If after discussion with some of you, I noticed that some of you already studying abroad, not in their countries, which means if you will have conversation with them, like for example, your example, you as well, the point of going abroad your country and getting a degree somewhere else is just not giving you a certificate of graduation, but it's a life change, like game changing. And education is one of the most powerful tools to shape your future, no matter your age, background, or past. And we have a beautiful statement here. Lifelong learning improves adaptability, expands your thinking, and prepares you for the unknown. Next. Yeah, we are at the end of the presentation. And so as we close, I want to leave you with this sentence. Your journey starts now, not tomorrow, not when life is perfect, not when the timing is ideal. Your pace is your power, and your future is something you shape step by step, moment by moment. And maybe now you are wondering, what is the next small step that you have to take? Only one step that you can take to shape your future. That question I don't have an answer, but every one of you has his own answer. Thank you so much.
Manal, we're gonna have Nida first, then we're gonna start together.
Definitely.
Okay, thank you so much, Manal. I really like a lot of things actually for her speaker. So actually, just keep your question until the end of the session because we have still another speakers. So Nida, please come forward. Great applause, guys. You can just like this. Oh, why it's not working?
Not working?
No, just say next.
Sure.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Like
Okay,
pointer. No, okay, just say next.
next?
Yeah, just say next. I will help you.
My plan was just to finish it in like 7 minutes. So now I have to say next. Okay, so usually I'm used to give my speeches, she knows, on leadership. But this time, because of my throat, because you can see I'm the only one person who's speaking in the whole room. So because of my throat, I chose completely different thing. I'm just gonna make it summarize. But before that, my question from you guys is, what we need to make an organization successful? Good leader, visionary leader, or something else? Don't copy from here, brainstorm and answer. What we need, I mean, we have lots of good brands, organizations, industries. What makes them successful?
Or culture.
Culture, right there.
Listening to the customers.
Sorry?
Listening to the customers.
Listening to the customer, consumer. Right.
Having goals and objectives.
Goals and objectives.
Good team.
Good team.
Good teamwork.
Well done. Sorry?
Strong entrepreneurship.
Strong entrepreneurship. Anything else? Sorry? Sorry?
Governance, good corporate governance, something like that.
Okay. Good. Well done.
Effective management.
Sorry?
Effective management.
Effective management. Almost here. Two persons are very, very closer to what I'm going to answer. We have good leader. That's going to interrupt me. Can I have
No.
this?
Oh, okay, sure.
Because I just quickly going to wind
Yeah.
up. Otherwise, I'll start coughing.
Okay.
So, yesterday I had my speech, so I sent in video. So I wasn't there. So it's just like she's my friend and I need to be, and I requested. Okay, so we often talk about good leaders, visionary leaders, because if we have good idea, then we implement it. If we have honest person, then things could work, right? But I don't think so. That's the start. But what about ending? What about like making that corporation, that company, that industry successful? Because start is very good. You're finding a good person. You're finding an honest person. But what about the end? That one person can't do anything. But then comes the team, as he said. But if we have a very honest team, then what comes next? That's very important. Like we have all honest people, 6 people, very honest, very good. Where to go?
Production.
Sorry?
Production.
What is
Production.
Sorry. Production. Production?
You know, when people come together, you say it when you make a good team, of course you await what they are going to produce. And that's the outcome.
No, I got no. Well done. So let's come to my domain now. Very quick. You answer it very well. So apart from good leader, honesty, integrity, we need one thing, and that's rules, laws. And you say, no, how is it possible? So I'm just gonna give you a simple example. I was working with an industry, so I'm not gonna name it because that's gonna be, I just abbreviate it. It's working in UK and Europe, like whole Europe and UK. So it's VB. I'm just gonna abbreviate it. What happened when I was taking employees interview, what they come across, there was a rule. They said that all employees can have paid holidays, 21 holidays. All employees can have 21 paid holidays. Now, this is the rule. Problem is they don't know. That's the only rule. Now, what the management was doing, they were doing favoritism. They were giving 21 holidays to the person, whole 21 holidays to the person they like. If they don't like a person, they tell that person, okay, sorry, you can't take 21 holidays. You can have just 10 at the start, 10 at the mid, and 1 at the end. So this is like, they don't know the rules. That's the reason. So my purpose is, if you're making a company which is going to operate by one person, if you're going to make a company which is being operated by, I'll do this.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
If you're going to make a company which is going to operate by 10 persons or 2,000 persons, the only thing that you need is good corporate rules, laws, policies. Because if you have good policies, you will treat all the persons in the same way. Then I explain that employee, listen, if you have the right to get all 21 holidays, nothing in the policies mentioned. So all I want to say you, why I'm telling you, as I said, I'm committed to my promise. I'm just quickly gonna wind it up as I promised. So my purpose to explain is law is all about behavior. Like it tells you what behavior is acceptable, what not. Employee had the right at that time, he could go and say, sorry, 21, like I have the same right, you have the same right. So either give me 21 or just abolish this rule. So all I'm telling is, if you're making a company like the way she made a company, all you have to do is just consult with any good person and make good rules. Because the only thing that make a company successful after vision, after like once you have a vision, you have invested your money and you have good team, but you don't have good rules. You're just doing favoritism. You're just going for loyalties over merits. That's not gonna work. That's gonna spoil a company. All I wanna say, as I said, what will happen if there's no rule? Chaos. Nobody knows where to go. Nobody knows Okay, what's the rule in the company? If a client is coming, how we need to talk. If we are sending a particular, like the way she said, she's gonna send brownies. If there's no rules, nothing has been decided how the brownies is being sent. So what's gonna happen at the end? Like if she's not there, if she's there, that's okay. But if she gets success and she's gonna create those brownies in 2 different countries, what will happen? How new person will come and he'll get the idea how he need to like handle his consumers, his customers. So the only way is rules. Make good rules and make sure those rules are implemented. Don't go for loyalties. Okay, this person is praising me, I'm gonna give this person an opportunity. No. Let's come to the last slide because, as I said, I'm just gonna already you have taken your time, so I'm just gonna take. That's the one, second last. Not here, I thought. Okay, so whenever you're starting a company or an organization, or whether it's a one-man company or it's a 30-man company, the starting is always leadership plus vision. You need to have good and honest person, that's true. You need to have money, that's true. But now you can get investment as well because that's way easier. Because all you need is you need to be a good person, have integrity and vision, and then investment you can get from banks and from other sources as well. Now money is not a big problem unless you have an idea how you get the money, like from where you can get easily. Second thing comes and the lasting impact. That's governance, that's rules, as she said, and ethics. Like, what about ethics? Like, if a person is not like honest and he speaks lie, she speaks lie, she make lame excuses, and she's not honest with the company, just make sure, just get rid of that person as soon as possible. Don't give a second chance. So all we need to make, because as you're future leaders, and hope so one day you all of you gonna have your own companies, your own organizations, inshallah, say inshallah for yourself.
Inshallah.
And when you have those things, just make good rules to make it successful. Thank you.
You can sit here again, please. Okay, thank you so much, Nida and Manal, for your valuable insight. Actually, so we have like some different like topic, right? So you can ask maybe if you want to start your own business, you can also tell to Nida, and if you want to start your journey in education, maybe you also can address to Manal. Now I will open for some people that want to ask the question. Please raise your hand. Is there anyone? Is there anyone want to ask? Okay.
So, like you said that education matters a lot, right? Like, what advice would you give to a child, or what would you say to try to convince to a child who is not getting along with the subjects, the school much, to like tell them the importance? What would you say to them?
Great. Actually, I don't think there is a better way than convincing someone than showing examples. When you show examples to people of what will education take you in the future, then in this way you are convincing them in indirect way. And at the end, education is not a discussion that we need to convince someone about it. It's something that we all need to follow. The world is changing every day. Every day we are hearing about new topics, new subjects, new departments, new courses to study. And there is not like a reflection about should I start or should I not start? Also, another point that there is no wrong decision when it comes to education, because it's always there is a point to change. If you start the wrong course, you can always change it. If you start in the wrong university, you can always restart. It's all about the person, what is their target, and how they will shape this journey. Nothing will be fixed all over the life, for all the life. If you start your bachelor in a department A in the country X, you still can change it for your master in another country, in another department as well. I hope I answered your question.
Okay.
Something?
Yes?
I happen to have been a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
a classroom teacher. And one of the things we discover when you are doing a child study, the child will tell you, I don't like that teacher. You get a point? Not because the teacher is bad, not because that the teacher doesn't know how to teach, but the child just doesn't want someone.
Mm-hmm.
So you find that now, that one alone, this child will get issues understanding that teacher. And these children, sometimes they have no one to confide to because that is something without a reason. They just don't like them, and you find them not performing their subject. But in case you come across such a situation as a child or as a student, it is something that you need to talk to your superiors, not that particular teacher, but maybe the administration. Maybe they can change you the stream, maybe they can change you the class, and then in another class probably another teacher, because in most cases there are different teachers teaching the same subject. So you find that maybe you can understand the other teacher, not this one, because in an organization I work, it is partly a school, an international school. I work in the finance department, but I also happen to go to class. So I always get those issues, and I know why she asked that question.
Thank you so much. I totally agree, but keep it in mind that when we are studying in elementary school or primary school or high school, it's mainly you have that professor or teacher for that semester or this year. And if you feel that there is any negative impact from this teacher on you for learning a subject or any course, and there is no point to change this professor, I believe that now we have the access to many online courses that still can give you the idea of this course. So do not miss any information coming from this course, because there is also a probability that you will like this, I don't know, topic, and you want to be like getting a degree in it. But don't make your decision always based on like the impacts of other person. If the person is not like the right person to take the information from, there is also always a chance to learn online. Just the title of the course that you can get it by yourself from online education. You're welcome.
Okay, now I will move on to another participants.
I have a question on the smart approach, like discuss this specific measure will achievable with relevant and time bound. So before that, I just tell my story. Like I'm doing a PhD. You specify like I have to do PhD after just 3 years. I still have things materials like I have published 4 Q&A papers in my first year, and then I just have need 3 papers for my PhD. Still I'm so doubtful, and there are so many insecurities as well regarding to I'm in China, so I didn't get the psyche of my supervisor as well. So what do you suggest me? Because I have gathered so many things. Still I have published over 15 journal papers so far. I have 14 conference papers as well. And I have participated, and I did 6 international projects as a co-investigator. But still I'm so insecure. I don't know what's the thing is.
I'm sorry, maybe I didn't get this part. Insecure about what?
I'm not getting my supervisor. He is a Chinese. I'm not reading. I'm unable to read his psyche because some of the time when I'm going to him and discussing some topic, so their behavior and their word choosing is kind of different from their next time. Yes, I'm asking you. So, is there any suggestion for me?
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Actually, when I mentioned the time bound, it's not to put ourselves in stress or pressure. If I will start a master's degree or a PhD, we all know that it will end in a specific time, like as an academic degree in 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. But also I mentioned something, it was very important, that keep it like the time you put an estimated time, not kind of something that I have to die to achieve it. life happens and life changes. We don't know what can happen that can make this decision or this step a little bit late. The only point I have to do, that being 100% that I'm doing my best. As long as you are doing your best, as long as you are publishing the articles that you're supposed to do, that you are doing the projects that you have to do to finish on time your PhD and get your degree. The only thing I can advise you to have, based on my experience, that's always keep a good relationship with professors, especially for PhD's degree. The professor or the supervisor is able to stop your PhD as is able to make you graduate easily. Having a good relationship with the professor and trying to communicate with him, either by English or maybe learning some Chinese, to just have an easy communication with him will be always helpful for you. And as long as you are doing what you are asked to do, then just leave it for God at this point, because sometimes some decisions that are coming from supervisor, we don't have a hand on it. We cannot decide in their side. Probably we had discussion before, and I told you about some examples for PhD students who were decided to not continue just because of their supervisor, as we have two elements for choosing a PhD. It's not only the topic that I want to do, but also having a good supervisor. The supervisor who will be the main factor to make you succeed in this PhD. So my advice is not bound yourself with any time limitation, as long as you are seeing that there are some difficulties there, and having a good relationship with him with clear objectives that I have something to do after graduation, or there is an opportunity waiting me after graduation. Probably this professor or supervisor can take it in consideration and take your PhD seriously and help you to graduate on time as well. When the professor, they see the student is kind of open to finish even in 10 years PhD, believe me, this supervisor will never finish with you. We'll just keep it open. Yeah, I hope I answered your question.
So I have a question related to kind psychology. So I'm going through. I'm a review editor as well. Like I'm doing as a review editor with different genders as well. Like from the last 2-3 years, and I'm the review editor for over 30 different genders. So I've been reviewed over 250 manuscripts of different high impact genders. So the question is, like we are the decision makers for the genders, because like we are accepting, we are rejecting, and we can have the authority to do the revision for minor, major kind of these. So yeah, then I'm publishing my own paper and then I'm submitting my paper, but like I'm getting rejected. So many times I have faced this situation. So I'm not taking good minds here, like this the persons who are who are thinking same to me, like when I'm taking decision for a manuscript to accept that manuscript, and I'm applying all those perceptions to my paper, but still I'm getting rejected.
Sorry, if I get you well, rejected in what?
I'm a review editor and author as well.
Sorry?
I'm a review editor and author.
Author,
well.
okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm making decision for a paper, but when I'm going to publish a paper, I'm getting rejected.
Rejections. Okay. Do you ask them for the reason behind the rejection?
Yeah, they're kind of. I don't know. So I'm asking for you. It's kind of a psychological question. Like there be some different psychology of different person to person. Because
Okay.
all the editors, all the reviewers, all are in the single page. We have some categories how to assess a paper and how to accept or reject, how to do a minor and major revisions. But still, I don't know what's the scenario behind. Then I'm asking.
Did you try to reach out someone who is in the jury, who are accepting these kind of articles or
No,
papers?
Yeah, I can get all the reasons behind, but the reason sometimes we are also doing the same. Yeah, your article is not on the line on the scope of this journal, so we are rejecting. But the actual reason might be different. So I'm asking about this.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I can answer better this one because you're making her confused now. Actually, whenever you write an article, there's always a preference for a particular journal. So you have to go that team and access them. Firstly, ask whether you are fulfilling all the references, because Korea understands this really well. You need to understand what are their priorities and what kind of ideas they're going to publish. For example, there are many journals where they don't go for political ideas, any kind of discriminative ideas. And if you are publishing academics one, I think you are talking about the academics. So if you're publishing academics one, they have a particular referencing style, their content style, their abstract, and everything. So you need to make sure what their demand is. Just go and read few famous all the academics they have. Like they have very good like writers, academic writers. Just go and read their articles. Then just like try to make a comparison of your journal and theirs, the one that's rejected, like your rejected article, which is not journal now up to now, which is not published in the journal. So just make a review, and then after understanding what's making like difference, what are the flaws in your ones, like referencing or content data, or might be they're asking very authentic data. They're asking that, okay, you are giving a like Oscar referencing style, and then all other referencing style. So you need to make sure. Sometimes it happens that you're just talking about a like particular term, medical references are different, legal references are different, and then IT and environmental references are different. So firstly, make sure if you're going to a particular journal, what are their requirements, whether your ones are being fulfilled, and then it's not going to be rejected 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one more question, sorry.
I actually. Oh, okay, because we haven't like take some prayer. That's why. Okay.
Yeah, just regarding to reference, like you have used some information like about the women who were who got admission later on, like after the age of 30 or 30. Have you any references of those? Because we are using this, so
References.
if you have any references of these information, like I just because you haven't used those references in your slides, so I'm asking about them.
Excuse me.
Actually, I didn't also get your question.
Yeah.
Can you like repeat again?
Did you
I'm
get the
asking
question?
about-
Uh-huh.
I'm asking about you. You told some of the women, like some of the entrepreneurs who got admissions or like later on in their age of 40 or 50.
Okay.
So you haven't used any references.
References like
Reference,
No,
like
I'll
example.
tell you.
Just
Actually,
explaining
she
the
was
question.
talking about her personal experience.
Yes.
Like you were talking about a lady who want to go to UK for
Uh-huh.
like a scholarship.
So the
In-
question
She
is
said you
about
need
this
to
example.
quote a reference. No, it was her personal experience. She was
No,
telling.
I'm not talking about that here.
He's saying that do you have other people who have gone through that and they have got the scholarship? And,
No,
Okay.
he's not.
And
No,
they are
No,
of
it's
that
not
age.
this, I think.
That's what-
What's the question?
Okay. So if you
What do you mean by references?
this is like where you got this information.
Okay, about the lady who is 48 years old and she
No,
got.
I'm not talking about the lady you have told, like might be she have contacted you by call or this, but you have used some of the slides about different ladies.
Where I showed some people they achieved some. Okay, just by doing a research, I did a research by myself to select the people who achieved some educational achievements in late age, and they achieved some, and they are known in the world for something. And those people actually that I stated in the presentation, they are so famous. If you just check, for example, a woman got a degree at the age of 6 years old in science, you will find the first, for example, like cases, the first case I mentioned. Also for the second one, for cooking as well, she was so famous until now as well. So they are already, you can maybe check the presentation. I don't know if we are going to share the presentation with the
We can.
participants.
Mhm.
If you share the presentation,
Yeah,
We
you
will.
can have a look deeper and get their biography as well and understand about their background. You are
Okay.
welcome. You are welcome. Thank
Okay,
you so
actually,
much.
we still only. Okay,
so no, I'm just saying sorry if you
confused.
yeah
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
no
it's
problem, no
totally
problem.
fine. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, guys, I'm really sorry, but I only accept one question, which is come from Tamam. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm trying to like combine your two presentation into my problem. So currently I have no problem with burnout or anxiety, and I have no problem with the corporate law, but I have problem with so when I start a company, I'm always starting with my friends, co-founder, right? So
Great.
this is my like fourth company. I already said my previous company. So my question is, how can we manage the burnout of our co-founder, because it will impact the company metrics actually, and also how we manage to create the rules between us as a co-founder, because it will be very problem. For example, if we don't achieve the target, or we achieve funding, and then they like want to raise their salary at 10 times, or some problem like that between co-founders.
Okay, so sorry I couldn't show the slides. Like I had their references, but I explained you briefly. Firstly, what you need to do with your partner, co-partner, you'll sit and make an agreement, and then you write all the terms. Okay, we're gonna run our company. These we're gonna have 7 people. Their pay would be this one. Okay, if there's any volunteer, what that person will do, you'll write all the things. Firstly, it's called memorandum of association and articles of association. Memorandum and article, you'll write both these things, and once you'll write, one is for it works like a company's constitution, how your company gonna be run. Even you'll decide what's gonna be your profit, how much percentage, like 50%. Let's suppose you say that, okay, we're gonna have 20%, and let the 60% gonna be invested again in the company. So all the rules you'll decide in the agreement when you write the agreement. After writing that, then you'll write another for me, if I'll be you, I'll write, okay, I'm gonna have these rules for my employees, which are like employment rules. My employees will do this, and they will discuss these things with my consumer. Consumer are the persons who are approaching you for the studies. So you will write all the rules, then you'll write employee rules, then you'll write, okay, if there's any disagreement between you and your co-partner or your other partner, so you can say that, okay, if there's any escalation between us, how we're going to sort it out that. So you have to write all those rules. And then one more thing, which is very important. For example, if you find that, okay, this rule is not working, you have to change that rule. You have to change that clause. So it's 1, 2, 1A, 1B, and you'll write in clauses. So it's rules that make a company successful. For sure, implementation also.
Is it always depend on the total majority of share, or like the power of?
So what you have to do, like you need to hire a legal person. Either if you don't want to, I will prefer don't hire legal persons. I will prefer go for consultation first. Firstly, write your rules, then go to a legal person in you're from Indonesia. So then access to a legal person, then show that this is my agenda. I want to treat my employees like this. I want to treat my I want to have this kind of relation with my co-partner. So firstly, decide your aims. What are your targets, and then write all those targets of your company, and then access to a legal person, show that I want these flexibilities. If you go straight away and just say that, okay, can you please write some rules for my company, so they're just going to have some monotonous rules. So firstly, because what I find, your passion comes first, as she said. So if you have something which is very which is your hobby, which is your passion, you will definitely make sure that I'm gonna treat it a little better way than any other person. So the delicacy and the intimacy that you're gonna have with your business, not a legal person. So firstly, write your rules, employment rules, how you're gonna treat your consumer protection rules, and then you write a co-partner escalation rules. Once you write all those rules, rules are what's coming in your mind, how you're gonna deal this matter, and then go to a legal person, show all your papers, and then say that, can you please write a memorandum of association or article of association for my company, and then implement that. It's not just writing, implementation also. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Nida. To go back to the other question about the burnout, right? It was also a question there about how can we avoid the burning out in
From our partner.
from our partner.
Not us.
It's not you. Okay, give me an example. What's happening
So
exactly
like,
that?
we always do like monthly KPI review, and when I always realize that every week that we have pessimistic, or fail our KPI, my partner is always like gloomy and will be impacted to the next KPI or next week. So basically, if I can say, like they are underperforming after knowing the result from the first month of or first week of they burn it.
Get it. In this case, when we are having some results to achieve, or KPI is there to help the company grow.
Yeah.
When we are setting some KPIs or some objectives in general, is to help us take some like small steps, but continuously to achieve like some targets. When we see ourselves that we did our best and we didn't achieve the KPI that we put, here we should ask ourselves, maybe we overestimate. Maybe we didn't put the right KPI. Maybe we didn't have a general overview of what's happening around us and what we are really capable to achieve. Also, the KPI is not something, it's something like set by you and your partner. And it's something that you can change given the condition and the situation you are in, as long as it's not affecting your business as well. And if the KPI is the higher priority, that's something that you cannot control or out of your control because the business requires to have this KPI or achieve those numbers, then I will just mention that probably it needs more time, dedication, and efforts that you both of you have to put in this like topic or business or anything to achieve these results. But avoiding the burning out. Well, the moment you have the burning out, as I mentioned, you kill the motivation. And when you kill your motivation, you just stop growing. And it will be just a negative energy around the business. And when there is two partners and someone is giving a negative energy, the other person or the other partner will continue giving such positive energy. In a moment will be also overwhelming because you are not surrounded by a healthy environment to take this business or any target to be actually measurable and achievable. In this case, having clear goals between both of you and your partner, what both of you are able to achieve and what are not able to achieve by dividing these tasks. For example, 5 days a week, we work in the office from 9 to 5. We both will dedicate 2 hours for example, working on this target. And maybe instead of making monthly KPI, probably it can be bi-weekly KPI so that you can have these measurements or these meetings every week or like more often than having like a KPI for 1 month. The moment both of you are in the same rhythm and you are both of you dedicating the same time and efforts to achieve this KPI, then I think you can switch it to a monthly task which is divided into small objectives. The problem when we have an KPI or we have a target, that we have the general idea what we want to achieve, but we don't know how to achieve it step by step. And here where there is the main point, because you will either overestimate or underestimate. When I will say, for example, I need to achieve $1 million as a profit, just an example, I cannot just say 1 million without having a clear task of what I have to do every single day, not only every week. And every single task, how to do it, and when, where, how. Exactly. It must be divided into really small steps that you are able to take every day. It is just like if you know the book of Atomic Habits, it was, if you read it, it was mentioning this point that when you are taking small steps, that is taking 15 minutes, will help you to achieve whatever goal you are seeking. And all is about just divide it into something that can be easily done every day. That will be my advice.
Thank you.
Thanks to you. Thank you.
Okay. I think we can close it because we haven't prayed yet. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm really sorry to close this meeting because after this we can like discuss again. Because we're gonna pray first after this, okay? And then please come again for like please you can take 15 minutes for pray, and then please come back again because we're gonna announce and also we're gonna take a picture together, okay? And then maybe I can summarize up. Actually, I have some notes in here. Comparison is healthy until it's become insecurity. So I think from Tamam, also from Nida, from Tamam's question and from Nida's advice, actually I write another things like good rules and good person is the recipe for us being successful. So yeah, after this, I hope that you can get a lot of things from our speakers. And then thank you so much for coming in this panel discussion. And then after this, we're gonna meet again in here, okay? I will close it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay, please come here at 5:15. Okay,
Thank you.
just pray in here. Oh yeah, sure. I forget. 5:15. 15. Ya akhi.
You both.
I have a personal question to ask. Let's have a time to talk.
Yeah,
You know, before the Salah, or we can talk now.
maybe after if it will be okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
One second, I will go to this one.
مساء الخير، أتمنى تكونوا في أحسن حال. في أشخاص معنا هنا أونلاين. أعتقد فهمتم الموضوع اللي كنا بنتكلم عنه. طيب خلوني أشرح لكم لأنه لم يكن هناك أي مقدمات وبدأت اللايف مباشرة. طيب أنا أتواجد لمدة أسبوع إن شاء الله في المملكة العربية السعودية، تحديدا بمكة المكرمة، لحضور مؤتمر عن الشباب، مؤتمر الشرق الأوسط. كنت أوريدي شاركت معكم هذه الفرصة على قناتنا باليوتيوب، وأيضا تلقيت دعوة أني أكون سبيكر معهم. وبالنسبة للموضوع اللي اخترته أنا شاركت معكم كلايف بحيث أنكم تكونوا أيضا عارفين بهذا الموضوع ويكون عندكم معلومات، يعني لأنه فعليا الموضوع كان يهم تقريبا كل الشباب العربي، وهو في النهاية كان موجه للشباب العربي في الأول والآخر من شمال إفريقيا والشرق الأوسط طبعا. والهدف من هذا اللقاء أنه يكون تجمع ما بين أشخاص من دول مختلفة. يعني ما شاركتش معكم العرض من أول ما بدأ، لكن طبعا ممكن أعطيكم كخلاصة. كان هناك أشخاص من مختلف العالم، هناك أشخاص من باكستان، من نيجيريا، من أيضا أوغندا، من المغرب، من تونس، من تونس أيضا مقيم في فرنسا، أشخاص من سنغافورة، من دول عديدة جدا. الفكرة أنه تواجدنا هنا لأهداف عديدة جدا، من بينها أننا نقوي العلاقات ما بين الشباب العربي ويصير تنمية أيضا ونشر معلومات. طيب خلوكم معي لحظة لأني أحتاج لشحن الهاتف ونكمل حديثنا طبعا. أوكي، بسم الله، ممتاز. فالفكرة من أن يكون تجمع هؤلاء الشباب كلهم طبعا أعمار مختلفة. في أشخاص معنا عمرها 16 سنة من الهند، وفي أشخاص عندها الدكتوراه، وفي أشخاص بتدرس الدكتوراه، مثل طالبة من الهند تدرس الدكتوراه، وطالب أيضا من باكستان يعيش في الصين يدرس أيضا مرحلة الدكتوراه، وفي أصحاب بيزنس، وفي أشخاص اللي بادئين مرحلة الثانوية، وفي أشخاص اللي بتدرس مرحلة البكالوريوس. هذا التنوع اللي بيكون داخل هذه المؤتمرات هو اللي بيجعلها مؤتمرات ثرية معرفيا وثقافيا. والحمد لله أنه من خلال هذا المؤتمر اللي بدأ يوم الاثنين واليوم نحن في اليوم الثالث كان فيه تأدية عمرة. الحمد لله والشكر لله أني أديت العمرة لأول مرة في حياتي أحضر لمملكة أو أكون متواجدة بالمملكة العربية السعودية، وأرى نفسي أني فعليا محظوظة جدا جدا ولله الحمد والشكر أنه أول مرة زيارة تكون في المملكة العربية السعودية وتكون تكون في مكة المكرمة لأول زيارة في المملكة العربية السعودية، وأديت العمرة الحمد لله والشكر لله. اللهم تقبل يا رب، ولست أنا فقط بل كل المشاركين، وفي منهم اللي أدى العمرة الثانية الأمس وفي منهم اللي سوف يؤدي العمرة الثالثة اليوم وغدا أيضا. فبالتالي هذا النوع من المؤتمرات اللي بشاركها معكم من خلال القناة على اليوتيوب ليس الهدف منها أني فقط أقوم بالدعاية لمؤتمر أو منظمة ما أنا ليس عندي دراية بها، لكن الفكرة أنه هذا النوع من المؤتمرات لأني أنا يقينا في شباب كثير يتم قبولهم. ومعي أيضا مشاركة من المغرب إذا أعطتني الفرصة وكانت أيضا يعني مهتمة تظهر في الكاميرا لما لا، هي أيضا بلغتني أنها كانت متابعة لقناتي على اليوتيوب وعلى الإنستغرام لأنها كانت مهتمة بالدراسة في الخارج. ففعليا يعني كنت سعيدة جدا أني أعرف أنه شخص كان بيشاهدني فقط على الانستغرام او على اليوتيوب وقدم على هذه الفرصه وتقبل، والتقينا مع بعض وبنينا صداقه او علاقه جميله جدا ما شاء الله. في ايضا طالبه من تونس، في ايضا طالب اخر من تونس يعيش في فرنسا. فهذا التنوع كان رائع جدا بالاخص، والمنظمين اندونيسيين، فما شاء الله على الاندونيسيين من ناحيه التنظيم، من ناحيه الاسلوب، من ناحيه الادب، من نواحي كثيره جدا. المهم انا كل اللي اريد ان اقوم به الان اني اعطيكم نبذه لاي شخص حضر معي لللايف الان وربما لا يعرف عن اي شيء كنا نتحدث. والحمد لله أنه الأمس أيضا قمنا بمجموعة من الزيارات أو المزارات. ذهبنا لجبل عرفة أو لمنطقة عرفة في جبل الرحمة، ذهبنا أو وصلنا للجبل اللي كان فيه غار حراء حيث نزل الوحي على سيدنا محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام. دخلنا لمتحف تعرفنا فيه على تاريخ الأنبياء والرسل. كانت رحلة دينية روحانية من الطراز الرفيع الحمد لله والشكر لله. وكيفية المشاركة طبعا أنا أشارك معكم، لكن سوف أتمنى لو أستطيع أيضا والأشخاص اللي حاضرين معي في المؤتمر لو يعطوني الإذن أنه نقوم بتصوير فيديو معهم وأشاركه معكم على القناة، سيكون شيء رائع جدا. في كل الأحوال خلونا الآن ننتقل للموضوع. فاليوم كان عندنا برزنتيشنز كثيرة جدا، وأنا عادة أتحدث عن المنح الدراسية، كيف تجد منح وإلى آخره، لأنه طبعا هذا ليس أول مرة أشارك في مؤتمر، بشارك في مؤتمر كثيرة جدا وأشارك معكم العديد والعديد على الانستغرام وعلى اليوتيوب. فلو مش متابع لينا للانستغرام تابعنا الآن على الانستغرام بحيث تكون بتتابع كل الستوريز اللي بشارك معكم فيها من غرفتي في الأوتيل، كل المعلومات وبجيب فيها على الأسئلة، وبتكون فرصتكم انكم تسالوا وانا اجيب. فطبعا انا دوما كنت اقوم بنقل معلومات اللي بشاركها على القناه باليوتيوب للاشخاص المشاركين في هذا النوع من المؤتمرات. الا اليوم صراحه قررت اني اقوم بتقديم موضوع مختلف تماما، ومختلف لانه انا عندي قصه مع هذا الامر، وكنت متاكده ان اي شخص بيتابعني على اليوتيوب وبيعرف كل يوم منحه او بيعرف منال بوجنير شخصيا الا وكان قد عاش هذه اللحظة من قبل، وهي عندما نقع في فخ المقارنات، عندما نقع في فخ أننا بنسأل أنفسنا هو أنا متأخر؟ طيب أنا في طالب كان معايا في الثانوية الآن بيدرس في أستراليا، طيب ممكن في أشخاص كانوا بيدرسوا معايا أراه وصلوا مثلا لمرحلة معينة وأسأل طب هو أنا متأخرة؟ طيب المفروض إني أنجز أكثر، المفروض إني أحقق أكثر من ذلك، طيب ما الذي حصل؟ وأنا متأكدة أشخاص تانية تقوم بنفس الشيء. لكن الفكرة والفخ اللي بنقع فيه أننا نقوم بمقارنة غير عادلة لأنفسنا، مقارنة تعتمد على ما نراه فقط في الريل أو في بوست أو في ستوري، وأنا أو أي شخص مثلي يقوم بمشاركة النتيجة فقط ولا نشارك الرحلة. وهذا ما كان ما أدى لتأذية نفسية، نؤذي أنفسنا من خلال هذه المقارنات. فهنا أتت بالنسبة لي فكرة إنه لماذا لا نتحدث عن البيس أو سرعتنا في الإنجاز؟ هل إحنا كلنا لازم ننجز ونحقق إنجازات في وقت معين؟ هل هناك أي قانون في العالم يخبرني إنه أنا لازم أتخرج من الماستر سنة وأنا عمري 24 ولازم أتزوج ويصير عندي أسرة الماكسيموم على عمر 27 ولازم يصير عندي شركة وسيارة و4 أطفال على عمر 30؟ طيب مين اللي وضع هذه المعايير؟ لماذا عندنا تقريبا كلنا نفس الفكر؟ ولماذا عندنا كلنا هذا الضغط من حيث الوقت والتحقيق الإنجازات؟ الفكرة راجعة لعوامل كثيرة جدا، ضغط الأهل، المجتمع، الجامعات، البيئة، وأهم عنصر هو السوشيال ميديا. والسوشيال ميديا لها تأثير رهيب لأنه إحنا كل ما بنعمل أي سكرول على الإنستغرام أو على تيك توك أو على لينكدين لينكدين بالاخص، الا وبنلاحظ انه اشخاص ما شاء الله بتحقق انجازات رهيبه. اللي كان الامس بيدرس معنا ما شاء الله اليوم بيدرس في اوكسفورد وحصل على منحه، طبعا ليس شيء مستحيل، لكن السؤال هنا هو حصل على هذه المنحه بشكل سهل، يعني كانت بشكل مباشر وصل لهذه المنحه، يعني قد وجد نفسه انه تقبل في هارفارد؟ مستحيل. الفكره اننا نقع في فخ المقارنه الغير عادله من خلال ما نراه في شكل الريل على شكل نتيجه، ولا نعرف الرحله والمعاناه اللي يعني حصلت لهذا الشخص ليصل لهذه النتيجه. في امثله كثيره جدا، في امثله، وممكن استحضر لكم مثال عني مؤخرا، يعني لما بعد ما قررت اني سوف يتم ان شاء الله احضر لهذا المؤتمر، ودفعت تذاكر طيران وكل شيء، واستعديت ونويت العمره وكل شيء الحمد لله كان تمام التمام، و3 أيام قبل السفر اكتشفت انه محتاج اعمل فيزا، لانه اقامتي في ايطاليا ليست كفيله وكافيه اني احصل على الفيزا عند الوصول او الفيزا الالكترونيه. تخيل معي بعد كل شيء انا بالنسبه لي خلاص وصلت لمرحله اني هلغي الرحله والغي كل شيء، صعب فعليا، كانت مرحله صعبه جدا جدا جدا، يعني لا يمكنني الوصف، لانه 3 أيام وفي النهايه بالنسبه لي كل شيء خلاص. بمجرد سبحان الله اني صليت ركعتين وقلت يا الله انا توكلت عليك، اذا في هذه الرحله خير لي، واذا هذا المكان يناديني الان فيسره، واذا لا يناديني الان فربما يسره لي في وقت اخر ويرضيني باي قرار او نتيجه ستحصل. وسبحان الله لما ذهبت، ولكن سعيد جدا، جري وسفر 4 ساعات وعدم أكل طول اليوم في النهاية ولله الحمد والشكر ذهبت لي مكتب الفيزا والتقيت أشخاص الله يبارك في عمرهم يا رب، الله يبارك فيهم وربنا يفتح لهم كل أبواب الخير، ساعدوني وفهموا الموقف وأعطوني الفيزا في أقل من 4 ساعات. فكرة إني 3 ليالي أنا لا أنام، وفي لحظة 4 ساعات لما أنا راجعة في القطار وصلتني الفيزا، عرفت إنه كل ما أنت سعيد إلا وستحصل على النتيجة، كل ما حطيت كل شغفك ومجهودك والنية الحسنة وعزمت وتوكلت على الله، الله سبحانه وتعالى عمره ما يخيبك وعمره ما يخذلك. وإذا في شيء ما حصلش لك الآن كن على دراية وعلم إنه مش في نصيبك الآن، وربما قد يكون شيء أحسن يأتي إن شاء الله في طريقك. لكن ربما لما أنا شاركت على الستوريز في الانستغرام إني أنا أتواجد بالمملكة العربية السعودية بمكة المكرمة، قد يعتقد الكل والله يعني كيف أقول، والله أنت شاركتي فيها وحصلتي على فرصة وسهل إنك تكوني في هذه المؤتمرات، لكن لا أحد يعرف القصة التي حصلت ما وراء ذلك. فالحمد لله هذا طبعا أنا أعطيكم كنموذج بسيط لأني عشته شخصيا، لكن طبعا كل شخص عنده تجربة وراء قبل أن يشارك أي شيء في السوشيال ميديا، لا يوجد هناك أي مرحلة سهلة، فلا نقع فخ المقارنات، لأنه هذا يسيء إلينا أولا، زائد أنه المنح الدراسية أو الفرص أو المؤتمرات كلها ما شاء الله بتعطي الفرصة للجميع مهما كانت جنسيتك. طبعا في بعض الأحيان يكون فيها حد أقصى للعمر، لكن قد يصل ل 45 سنة، وهذا ما يخلي الفرص تكون متاحة لأكبر عدد من المشاركين. والفكرة إني فقط أشارك معكم إنه فعليا هذه المؤتمرات موجودة وأنا متواجدة، وفي أشخاص معي من مختلف أنحاء العالم هنا، وحبيت إني أعمل معكم لايف أشارككم هذه التجربة، إنكم أنتم أيضا تشوفوا وتحضروا معنا لهذا النوع من المؤتمرات وتكونوا موجودين معنا. سوف أخذ بعض الوقت وأجيب على استفساراتكم، فلو عندكم أي استفسارات خلونا نستغل الوقت الآن، ممكن أجيب عليها، لأنه بعد قليل سيبدأ توزيع الجوائز والشهادات، وبعدها سوف أغلق اللايف، فحاولوا تكتبوا لي استفساراتكم وسوف أكون سعيدة بالإجابة عنها. طيب كيف نشارك معكم في هذه المؤتمرات؟ طريقة المشاركة أنا دوما أشارك يعني معكم كل شيء في القناة على قناتنا باليوتيوب، وأشرح لكم كل التفاصيل من الألف إلى الياء. يعني بالنسبة لهذه المنظمة هي Youth Break the Boundaries، تحدثت معكم عنها من قبل، شاركت عنها تقريبا حوالي 4 أو 5 فرص عندي على القناة باليوتيوب، لأنهم بيعملوا مؤتمرات كثيرة جدا، لكن ممكن نعمل لايف خاص بهذا الموضوع بحيث تكونوا على علم، وأنا بعمل لايفات كثير عن هذا الموضوع، فممكن نعمل لايفات أخرى نجيب فيها على الأسئلة. المشاركة في هذه المؤتمرات كل ما عليك أولا أنك تكون يعني النشيط في كيفية الوصول لهذه المعلومات. ممكن تتابعني على اليوتيوب، نتابع صفحات أخرى على الإنستغرام اللي بتعطيك معلومات أكثر أو إعلانات أكثر حول هذه المؤتمرات. لازم تكون عندك معرفة إنه أوكي في شهر فبراير في مؤتمر في سويسرا. على فكرة في بالفعل مؤتمر في سويسرا في شهر فبراير وسوف يغلق التقديم يوم 5 ديسمبر. أوكي في شهر مارس في مؤتمر آخر في المملكة العربية السعودية. في شهر يونيو في مؤتمر. فأنا لازم أبدأ من الآن عملية التقديم بحيث لا أفوت الديدلاين. بهذه الطريقة أنت بيكون عندك أكبر عدد من المؤتمرات والفرص أمامك، بتبدأ لها عملية التقديم من الآن، وبعدها بتنتظر لما بتحصل على قبول نهائي إن شاء الله. طبعا هذه المؤتمرات بتعطي تمويلات مختلفة، في اللي بيكون تمويل كامل، في اللي بيكون تمويل جزئي، في اللي بيكون تمويل على حسابك الخاص. طبعا أنت تسجل حسب التمويل اللي بيكون مناسب لك. اللايف سيكون مسجل طبعا، سوف أتركه على قناتنا باليوتيوب لأنه أول مرة أسجل لايف لمؤتمر أحضره. وطبعا هذا اللايف الهدف منه أن أشارك معكم تجربة حية واقعية نقوم نحن كفريق كل يوم منحة بمجهودات كثيرة جدا من قبل من أجل أن نكون متواجدين هنا، وبالتالي أنقل لكم هذه التجربة وأكون صوتكم في هذه الأماكن مع مختلف الأشخاص من دول العالم، وأسمع من هذا تجربته وأسمع من هذا قصته، وبعد ذلك أقوم بجمع كل هذا الأشياء وأعرضها لكم في شكل لايف أو في شكل فيديو، وتصير عندكم الخلاصة الكاملة. طيب اقترحي علينا المنح الدراسية الكاملة لطلاب البكالوريوس. أهم منحة المفتوح لها التقديم الآن هي منحة الحكومة الهنغارية، فسجلوا فيها إذا أنتم عندكم المؤهلات، وممكن أنكم تسجلوا فيها لو تنطبق عليكم الشروط. بالنسبة لاستفساري أنا شخص أنا نعدل 17.77 وأحضر الآيلتس ولازمني منحة كاملة، تنصحيني بالصين أو إيطاليا أفضل بليز؟ أنصحك طبعا لو أنت بمرحلة البكالوريوس، يعني أول مرة البكالوريوس هي الإجازة أو الإجازة أو الليسانس، فأنصحك إنك تدرس في أي دولة من الدولتين سواء الصين أو إيطاليا، ما فيش مشكلة. لو أنت هتدرس في الصين طبعا هتسمح لك تتعلم اللغة الصينية، ولو تدرس في إيطاليا فأنت أيضا هتتعلم اللغة الإيطالية. فقط إذا أنت مرحلة ماجستير هنصحك بإيطاليا أكثر شيء، لأنه الدراسة في إيطاليا تسمح لك بالعمل بعد التخرج والإقامة في البلد، ولما بتشتغل وأنت داخل البلد بيصير عندك معرفة أكثر ومعلومات أكثر، وبالتالي ممكن تقدم بعدها على دكتوراه في أحد الدول الأخرى الأوروبية. تمام. هل إحنا شركة؟ لا، إحنا مش شركة، إحنا مؤسسة أونلاين فقط، منصة Everyday Scholarship أو منحة أو مؤسسة كل يوم منحة، من خلال قناة على اليوتيوب اللي تم تأسيسها منذ سنة 2023 لا 2022 حتى اليومنا هذا. هي تحت إشرافي الحمد لله، ومعي فريق أيضا، لكن من أجل أن نكون متواجدين بهذا المكان يتم دعوتنا من طرف المنظمات والمؤسسات أننا نكون كسبيكر، لأننا الحمد لله والشكر لله بعد المجهودات التي نقوم بها خلف الستار في هذه القناة لمساعدة مجموعة من الشباب العربي، نتلقى دعوة أن نكون صوت الشباب العربي ومساعدتهم في إيجاد الفرص المناسبة لهم، وبالتالي يتم دعوتنا لأنه عندي دراية ربما شاملة عن المنح الدراسية. أنا لست مختصة لا في إيطاليا ولا في هنغاريا، ولا إحنا مختصين في كل الدول بالعالم، عندنا دراية ومعلومات عن المنح الدراسية. ومن خلال الاستشارات التي أقدم للطلاب أسمع من خلالها قصص لن تنسى أبدا. من خلال هذه المشاركات أقوم بمشاركة قصص للعبرة طبعا ومعلومات للاستفادة. هل يمكنني التواصل معكم؟ طبعا ممكن تتواصل معنا. أي فيديو عندنا على القناة ارجع شوف آخر فيديو في الديسكريبشن، سوف تجد كل معلومات الاتصال بنا. الشيء الآخر اللي أيضا أريد أني أشاركه معكم من خلال هذا المؤتمر اللي أعجبني كثيرا إنه لما بيكون تنظيم إندونيسي والله ما شاء الله تنظيم جميل جدا، زائد بتحس بالطابع الإسلامي حاضر بقوة. وأنا أحب عندما أكون في مؤتمرات، يعني لو شفت حواليا كل البنات ما شاء الله بالحجاب باللباس الشرعي، أيضا ببروفايلات ممتازة جدا، أخلاق عالية جدا، ما شاء الله. في اللي عندهم منح دراسية في الصين، في اللي بيدرس في بريطانيا، في اللي حاليا بيشتغل، في حاليا اللي بيعمل أكثر من 4 شغلانات في نفس الوقت. فدائما أكون فخورة جدا لما أرى الشباب العربي الإسلامي أيضا كما أنني مسلمة يقوم بتحقيق إنجازات عديدة، وإنه يظهر صورته بالزي الإسلامي للعالم، إني إحنا موجودين وإحنا بنحقق إنجازات عظيمة جدا وقادرين على فعل أشياء كثيرة جدا جدا. الأمريكان دبلومة، هل منح دي للطلاب؟ طيب أي دبلومة أمريكية لو ممكن توضح؟ تنصحيني أقدم لوحدي ولا الاستعانة بشركة؟ طيب الشركة تعني أنك تستعين بوكالة لعملية التقديم. أعتذر. عفوا. بالنسبة أنك تقدم عن طريق مؤسسة أو شركة، الفكرة أنه لما حد يقدم عن طريقك هو فقط حتى لا يكون هناك أخطاء في الابليكيشن، وأن هذا الشخص بيكون عنده خبرة، لأنه على الأقل قدم لما لا يقل عن 50 طلب مثلا، بالأخص لو شركة قديمة يعني، وهو بالتالي عنده درايه فبيشتغل على الابلكيشنز كتير، فهو مش هيضيع وقت في عمليه فهم الابلكيشن، بل ربما وقته كله سيكون عن خليني افهم مؤهلات هذا الطالب وكيف اوظفها في الابلكيشن لصالحه. لكن عادة على قناتي باليوتيوب أنا أقوم باللايف أشرح فيه طريقة تقديم على المنح التي أشارك معكم، فممكن أنك تحضر معي اللايف وأنا بقدم على المنحة، أنت أيضا جهز أوراقك ووثائقك وتقدم معي في نفس الوقت، وبهذه الطريقة بيكون عندك تقديم صحيح. تمام؟ فعلى حسب، يعني أنت ما فيش شرط بيقول لك أنك لازم تسجل عن طريق وكالة، أو ربما لو سجلت عن طريقي أنا عن طريق أي شخص فسوف يتم قبولك حتما، لا يوجد هذا الأمر نهائيا، إلا إذا كان شخص عنده شراكة مع هذه المؤسسة وبالفعل يقدمون قبولات معينة. لو في أي أشخاص معي في اللايف الآن من دولة المملكة العربية السعودية يا ريت يكتب لي، لأنه أنا لازلت متواجدة هنا وممكن أننا نلتقي. فبتشوفوا هنا معي أشخاص في الحضور. هذه صاحبة بيزنس في إندونيسيا ما شاء الله عليها، كانت عندها شركة خاصة بها وحضر معنا للمؤتمر أيضا، فجميل جميل جدا هذا التنوع. ماذا تقصد ب50؟ أنا بمتحن في بلدي American Diploma EST الأكت أو SAT. صحيح أنت ممكن تبدأ في بلدك. طيب لو حابين اني اقدم لكم اي شخص اكتبوا لي، ممكن ان نقدمه لكم. والان سوف ننتقل لمرحله تقديم الجوائز، سوف اترككم معي هنا بحيث انه نشوف هذه اللحظات ايضا مع بعض، ولما ننهي سوف اعود لكم مره اخرى، اخذ بضع دقائق كراحه. اكتبوا لي استفساراتكم طبعا، وشكرا لانضمامكم، واكتبوا لي رايكم في المؤتمر واسئلتكم حول هذا المؤتمر. You wanna join? Come. Yeah. الطالبة اللي من المغرب قررت انها تظهر معي في اللايف. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
هذا اللايف على اليوتيوب، وهذه مريم من المغرب، وتبارك الله عليها سجلت وحضرت معنا لهذا المؤتمر. شنو رأيك في المؤتمر مريم؟
الحمد لله، كان صراحة كان يعني حسن داكشي كاع اللي كنت كنتوقعو. قدرنا نديرو العمرة ديالنا كأول اكسبيريونس بالنسبة ليا. كنهضر باللهجة المغربية.
هضري باللهجة المغربية ماشي مشكل.
ومن بعد مشينا للمزارات، شفنا بزاف ديال البلايص اللي مهمين بزاف تاريخيا للمسلمين، كجبل عرفات، جبل أحد، غار حراء شفناه صراحة من بعيد حيت لو تراجي طويل باش نوصلوا ليه ابي. وشفنا جبل ثور، غار ثور. واليوم كانت عندنا جورني صراحه كومبليت ديال النقاشات ديال مختلف المشاكل اللي كيعانيو منها المجتمعات الاسلاميه، وقدرنا نناقشوا بزاف ديال المواضيع مهمه. انا من اب مغربي وام جزائريه، وهادشي كيبين باللي حنا كدول مسلمه راه هذيك الحدود غير اشاعه، نقدروا نتلاقاو
هذه معلومه انا غنعرفها دابا.
شرفي.
هادشي جميل ما شاء الله.
انا من سوريا، كيف اقدم؟ اوكي،
مرحبا بكم من تونس. تعالي في شخص من تونس معنا مشاركه ايضا من
المغرب العربي.
المغرب العربي صح.
Hi everyone.
هاي كم محتاجين نبدا. هذه سلسبيل.
عسلامة، شنو حوالكم؟ لاباس. أنا من تونس. تعرفت على صديقتي العزيزة منولة، يسر محلى يسر خفيفة، ربي يفضلها.
الله يخليكي يا رب. وهي ما شاء الله عليها عسل، بنوتة عسل. الله يحفظك يا
نقرأ
رب.
في فرنسا، وأنا من تونس، وجيت هنا.
برافو عليك، الله يوفقك. ميرسي بوكو. ميرسي بوكو. طيب فما شاء الله بنوتات جميلات جدا، مليئات بالطاقة، ووفقوا بسرعة انهم يعملوا اللقاء. طيب الآن ننتقل لتوزيع الجوائز بحيث انه ما يكونش فيه تأخير. قولوا لي رأيكم في اللايف، خلوا لي آراءكم، سوف أطلع عليها بشكل كامل، ومرحبا بكم كاملين. مرحبا بكم وسعيدة جدا أنكم معنا الآن. وتحية تونس، طبعا تحية تونس، تحية الجزائر، ويحيى المغرب، ويحيى العالم العربي كله. خلوكم معنا. أعتقد
Actually, we want to continue the agenda. So
Okay.
do you want to?
No. We keep it open and we can start the agenda.
Okay, everyone, so we are in the end of I would like to announce the winner of the project, the best group, and also the best participant. Okay, can wait to have, I think I have to start from the best male presenter. How it's supposed to be? What do you think? Maybe Gassan? Maybe Kamal? Because it's coming with. Okay, please welcome to the stage. Yakini Bilawa. And also the next candidate for the best female presenter is going to. Okay, please welcome to the stage Noor Shahira from Singapore. Okay, we're going to the next nomination. Okay. And for Mano, I want to welcome you to give the battery.
Yeah.
You can buy it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Now look at the camera, guys. 1, 2, and 3. Once more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
1 second. Certificate, please. I will write your name later, okay?
1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay. Next story. Why are you still like that? After the middle?
One by one, please.
1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, and 3. Yes.
Okay. Once more.
Thank you. Okay. Look at the camera. 1, 2, 3. Once more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you. So thank you for Shakira and also for Yakini for being the winner of this.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately.
This is my room. Okay, so now we're going to the best project. Who do you think it could be, guys?
The best project.
The best project. Okay, please welcome.
1 second. Actually, for the best project, it's come from the judges, so it's not from us. Okay? So this is totally from the judges.
Score that you got.
Okay.
From the judges. Okay, so
Don't
please
blame
welcome
me.
to the stage. Group 1.
Actually, we have 5, but I will give you only 2, right?
You 3 for me.
No. Okay. Sorry. You have to on your knees because you are tall. Yeah. Sorry.
Please be in the middle.
Okay. I will write your name later.
They're coming as a group, right?
Oh yeah. Are you in the middle? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2. Come closer to correct. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Guys, can we repeat our tagline?
Yes.
Because
Do you still even remember?
Yeah, do you still remember?
Dream big.
start small, keep moving.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Apa nih video nih?
Yes, maybe to this one.
Okay.
Dream.
No, I haven't started. One, maybe you have to come to the middle, guys.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Smart. Moving.
Okay, now going to the next nomination, guys. Do not be surprised with this one, because we are going to call about the best participant that we have in this agenda in May 2025. Yes, please welcome to the stage. Kajura. Okay, please welcome to Manuel for giving the certificate and certificate.
Nothing because
So you can add this and also certificate.
Yes, I'm always humble.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And also the middle.
Thank you.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How do you feel being a winner today? It's so good.
All the presentation in Uganda, and Uganda won.
So guys, we are coming to the last nomination, which is the best group that we have with you. So the best group and best group. Okay. So best group is going to group 2.
Please come forward, guys.
Oh, I think.
No, one by one. Actually, it is one by one.
1, 2, 3, 3.
Okay. What will be the next? My roommate.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Yes. Next turn.
Next.
1, 2, 3, 3. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can take a picture as well, guys.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can use by yourself. Next. Okay, take a picture. I think you will be in the middle.
What's your standing? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay, so actually, guys, do not feel sad because you're not becoming winner. We all up here today, coming here, we are becoming winner, right? Because we share, we aware about everything that happened maybe in our surrounding. So give applause for all of us. Okay, and maybe the next agenda is closing. Before closing, maybe is there any announcement?
Yes, please. Actually, we will not give the certificate for the participants now because it will be divided tomorrow. So we're gonna check all of the things like complete. So I will give you the certificate. But for those that want to go back are going to Medina directly, I will give it now. And then if you have any like you owe some money to the YBB or you owe some money to her, please refund her money. And then Don't forget, okay? And then that's all. Thank you so much, guys, for coming here.
We need that passport.
Yeah, actually, it's in the reception.
Eva?
It's not on my own, okay? So thank you so much, guys, for coming. Now I will give it back to Emma.
Okay, maybe the last agenda is documentation. So after closing, just directly going to the stage, and we will take a photo as a group. Okay. So let's close our wonderful, amazing this like agenda by saying Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la
ilaha illallah.
anta astaghfiruka wa atubu
نتوب إليك.
Thank you everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى
Please
وبركاته.
come to the stage and take off photo.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, yes, it's true. After this, okay? Okay. Because I'm waiting. You left before. Let's go, guys.
I prefer just today.
Let's go. Boys, of course, on your knees. Because women more. Because women more than men. That's why you have to. Okay, man. Can you?
Taller. You will have to go on your knee.
No.
No?
Only
No.
Okay.
No. No.
Come. That's all of us.
Come and take this moment. Come here.
He insists. No.
لا خلاص مطفيوهم.
On your knees, please.
Can you close the projector? Yeah, it's making red light on the eyes.
But we need the projector to this. Okay.
No.
Okay. Split it.
Down. Don't worry. Down.
Like this?
It's a little better, but
Your face is still red.
now it's really obvious. A little bit more like that.
Hey, you come front here.
You'll back.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe.
You can come and say. You can come a little bit more.
Okay.
Nggak kelihatan yang di belakang.
You come and-
Okay, maybe look at camera first. Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Right. Video. Say something.
Together for
Video.
yeah.
Video.
Kalau video berarti kan nanti muter gitu. Berarti di depan.
Yes.
Biar
This is just normal.
Saying?
Okay, guys. When I say
Uganda.
Uganda forever. Oh, Wakanda. Yes, when I say Middle East Youth Summit 2025, together for Ummah.
Okay.
I can't just like before.
Together
for Ummah.
Okay, ready guys? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Middle East Youth Summit 2025.
Together for Ummah.
Nggak ada dada ya kan?
Don't go. Stay here.
Stay in your place.
Stay in your place.
Oh iya.
No, Ghassan.
Oh, yang di bawah.
Iya gitu. Can you open the music?
Oh, okay.
Oh iya. TikTok.
Guys, we will do some
TikTok
trend on TikTok. Yes.
Generation Z.
Gen Z. Okay, so like this. It's simple, just. Okay, I want to knock to the camera, and you'll stay in your place.
Oh my God.
You connected with this? This is simple, just you have to wave to the camera. Okay? You are waving.
You want me?
You have to open the music.
Oh, okay. Are you ready, Fat?
Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Something like that?
Can I make a video with you? So please talk about your experience.
Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So my name is Anna. I'm working in English. It's my first time in the English. It was a very nice experience. I got very wonderful. Get to know knowledge about how to presentation, what all to include, how to do question answers. So nice from the see my career forward, my son. How I can help others. It's my age group that you share this thing. I think we get there. I think new world over my previous year.
Yes, sure. Yeah.
No problem.
Should I take a picture? Yeah, sure. No problem.
Why do you have to say that? You deserve
Video?
sorry, photo first.
Foto? Foto nanti dulu kan?
Video dulu pas masukin itu. Di situ nanti
Ini
oh ini video dulu ya, video dulu karena oke, 1, 2, 3, oke. Okay, now photo. Now photo 1, 2, 3. Nice. Oh, okay.
Oh, like this.
1, 2, 3, okay.
Going to be any announcements for tomorrow or something like that?
So tomorrow agenda we're gonna check out at 12. So I will stand by 12. Okay. So I will stand by at 11 in the lobby. So please bring all of your things. Don't forget to leave anything. And then I will give the passport also if you need. After this, I will go to the receptionist to take our passport. Okay.
And according to Umroh, guys, anyone who
want to perform
Umroh, yes.
Yes.
How many people?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
I'm going to prefer to go too late.
But we are going to go too late a little bit. We just want to rest.
Okay. But you can go by yourself to Aisha.
Aisha Mosque.
When are you going?
Take it home.
For taking home.
And when are you going? When are you going?
No, because if we want to go to together, we're gonna divide, and because it's not
And we want to
yeah,
rent like a
but-
big taxi for you.
but there
That's
is, right?
why.
So that's why we didn't collect our money, and then we're gonna like divide the money, and then yeah, that's all. Okay.
He's asking when.
When? Actually, yeah, it will be depend. What time you gonna? It will be
You
like
prefer-
together. You prefer what time to go to and take it home?
Now it's Maghrib, right? Yes.
Or too late.
But you have to remember, guys, this is a high season. Then after Isha, it's going to be so crowded.
After Isha.
Like,
Okay, she's the guide, so she will better to know.
I think it's better for you guys to perform at 9, like 9 going to Aisha Mosque. Yeah. And then after that, going to yeah, I'm okay with it. As long as you guys.
Where?
So can you
I want to stay there up.
Okay, want to go separately.
Ya udah berarti sedih-sedih experience. Yeah, I mean, nggak sedih-sedih cecok. Okay, so the men will stay after Fajr. Di sini
No,
nggak
until
Fajr,
Okay,
so
so they will go midnight. So you you guys will go separately before.
Okay, it's okay.
Just for people?
Yeah. You wanna go? We're planning at 9 cards.
9. I will prefer to go during night so that I can spend the night there.
Okay, maybe it's also a better idea for you guys if you want to stay until Fajr.
Can we do it tomorrow after Fajr? Trust me, it's so empty after Fajr.
Yeah.
Really?
Really empty. You can
That also can work.
Yeah, I'm okay.
We can do that. And we go 1 hour before.
Morning.
Yeah.
But we go for to pray.
In مسجد الحرم. والله علاش لا؟
Maybe we can even صلي أصلا في المسجد.
ما صليناش في مسجد الحرم. صح. اسمحي لي. اليوم؟ لا نمشيو.
Okay. Look at here first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go. This is for one. Yes, Kak.
A second. I'm sorry, the light is on my face.
Okay.
Maybe.
Can you turn it off? Please. Off over there.
Okay, better.
Look at here. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2.
Okay. Oh, we have to make it first like this. Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take it a little bit closer.
Come, join us.
Because you are not
My angle is low.
Okay.
Can I change the place, please?
See you, woman.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Thank you. Terima kasih banyak. Thank you.
No, this one is
In the top.
Yes.
Okay.
1 second. I will.
You mean like this, right? Like the very in front of you.
تعال. Thank you. أنا فاتحة اللايف وشخص يقول اللي لابس تيشيرت أزرق بيظهر عليه مصري.
برشا قالوا لي
برشا.
تونسي محرحر وجوي بالي. حرام حاطين علم تونس.
لأنه سلسبيل تكلمات في اللايف.
هذاك ايش حط علم تونس؟
تعلم تونس.
تونسي وبرشا قالوا لي شباب المصاري. لا تاع شنو هذا؟
اللايف على اليوتيوب. غنشارك معك لاشين، عندي شين في اليوتيوب. عاوي.
سلامة.
شكرا. من تونس ليس من مصر. ايوه تونس بلدنا. طيب حصلت على التكريم، حصلت على هدية تونسية، عفوا هدية إندونيسية، وحصلت على تكريم في هذه العلبة. لحظة نحاول نفتحها. هذه هي التكريم. الحمد لله والشكر لله. ونوينا على أداء عمرة الثانية بإذن الله، ستكون غدا صباحا مع تأدية صلاة العشاء والفجر في المسجد الحرم. الله لا يحرم أي شخص من هذا المقام وهذا المكان الجميل جدا جدا جدا. والحمد لله والشكر لله. اللهم لك الحمد ولك الشكر على النعم وعلى اللي احنا فيه الآن، وكله كان الحمد لله مجرد حلم في أحد الأيام والآن يتحقق. فالحمد لله ربنا يحقق أمانيكم ويصلح بالكم وآمين يا رب الحجاب الصحيح والحجاب الشرعي، لما لا. الله يهدينا للصراط المستقيم ويرشدنا للطريق الصحيح بإذن الله. وشكرا مرة أخرى أنكم كنتم معي في اللايف. ألقاكم في اللايف القادم. إلى اللقاء من هذا المكان الجميل. مع السلامة من مكة المكرمة. آمين يا رب. آمين آمين آمين.